there's a rate at which this unfolding and refolding takes place, right? And there's two elements here. There's the club, obviously, the momentum of the club, which we talked about, those two basic arcs, right? And then you've got the vertical one, which is really the folded over player unfolding and refolding.
Okay.
Because I did that with no momentum in the club, didn't I?
Yeah, you did indeed.
So that was just really me unfolding, you see? This one is the club's momentum, swinging. Okay, and from the camera's view, when I swing it what feels straight, now the camera can see the arc that you were looking at before. Now you're seeing the one the camera was seeing, which is you're seeing this arc, right? And the camera's now seeing this arc. And then there's the I unfold arc. So you take someone like Matt Wolf.
Yep.
Okay, Matt Wolf, he unfolds himself really quickly in relation to the momentum of the club. Okay, so Matt Wolf unfolds himself. The club has very little momentum at that point by comparison to, say, Jon Rahm, who unfolds very slowly. Almost, actually, I'm a bit the same as Jon Rahm in this sense, is that I don't really unfold a lot, right? Could have something to do with the build.
More connection, just physical connection.
Just the way.
Wolf is disconnected somewhat in terms of his componentry to his upper body, his arm component to his upper body, whereas you and Jon Rahm are more connected in that.
Well, possibly, but also, just different. Like, these things are very personal, which we'll get into later. But let's say what Jon Rahm does is that he doesn't unfold his body rapidly,
no, he doesn't.
But the club swings rapidly.
Yeah.
And so when the club swings rapidly, right? So you get your Jon Rahm type clubs really fast, but his body doesn't open quickly at all, and so with a fast club. Okay, you get that type of an action, a shorter, sharper type of action. And then you get your Matt Wolf, he's opening up his body where the club's barely even acting yet.
Yeah.
The club acts later, okay? So it's a personal choice, not one necessarily made intellectually, but just one made physically, okay? So we'll talk about how, here's the interesting thing, just to preempt something later, they both have very similar impact alignments, like all golfers, okay? But their alignments halfway back are very different. Okay, and I'm just outlining the difference. So with Matt Wolf, the much faster opening versus the delay, let's say, in the momentum of the club.
Yep.
And this is very uncomfortable for me, but I'm going to try to do it anyway. Now that's
actually a wonderful shot.
Well, yeah, it's not the best Matt Wolf impersonation you'll ever see, but that's okay. The shot was okay. All right. So the thing is, I can actually.
I'll just tip some of those there.
Oh, okay, sure. I can imitate his swing a lot better if I'm not hitting a shot.
Yep.
It's very difficult for me to get past my normal. So, as I said, if I really open my body while delaying the club, that's an exaggerated Matt Wolf swing. When I'm hitting a shot, for some reason, I find that very difficult. It's not natural.
Because you're conditioned to swing.
Right. I'm of the
totally different fashion.
Yeah.
Of millions of repetitions.
Yeah, I'm more of the Jon Rahm pattern anyway. So.
Yeah.
But that's, I think, a good spectrum to think of.
I think it's fantastic.
So which shape is better, Jon Rahm or Matt Wolf?
Well, they both had the concept in there.
Yeah.
But the individuality is obviously just that. It's individuality.
But
I think the best concept is the easiest concept to include what you're talking about.
Right.
Your processes.
Yep.
The easier that they can be included in an overall process, that's the easiest one.
Yeah. So, well, my point, I suppose, is that neither of those shapes, you can't really argue that either of those shapes, one is superior to the other, because both.
Ball flight's almost the same.
Yeah, well, that's right. But the thing is, for Jon Rahm, that's the way Jon Rahm achieves the results he needs.
Yeah.
And for Matt Wolff, that's how he achieves the same results,
and
right?
That's the world of golfers. We have Jon Rahms, we have Matt Wolff, we have Davis Love, we have Tiger Woods.
Yeah.
You know, we're not all Matt Wolff, we're not all Jon Rahm.
No, that's right. Yeah. So what we want to take from that is that there is no shape.
No.
Right now, if you said to Jon Rahm before he ever played golf that he should swing it like Matt Wolff, then we'd never have heard of Jon Rahm.
Indeed. Yeah.
And vice versa. Yeah. Same with Matt Wolff. If we told him he had to swing it like Jon Rahm's shape. So the point is, forget about the shape of the swing. That's the main thing to take away from that. Okay, so as long as we understand how the shape's created, it's created by this long line that's folded over. It unfolds once and refolds again, and then unfolds on the other side, which in effect is incidental because the ball's already gone when it unfolds again, okay? So the main thrust of the swing, the action, is one unfolding and a refolding. And we'll get into that a bit later. All right.